Welcome to our tutorial on calculations in Python programming. In today's video, we're going to dive into calculations in Python. Before I begin, please take action now. Subscribe to this channel and hit the like button. Let's get started. In Python, you can perform various types of calculations using arithmetic operators and built-in mathematical functions. Python supports the standard arithmetic operators, including addition, the plus symbol, subtraction, the minus symbol, multiplication, the asterisk symbol, division, the slash symbol, and exponentiation, the double asterisk symbol. Let's look at the different arithmetic operators. As I mentioned before, addition, we have the plus symbol, and the plus, of course, adds two numbers together. Subtraction has the minus symbol. It subtracts one number from another. Multiplication has the asterisk symbol, multiplies two numbers. Division has the slash symbol. It divides one number by another. It returns a float result by default. Integer division has a double slash. And integer division will perform floor division, which divides one number by another and discards the fractional part, returning an integer result. Modulo, which is a percent symbol, computes the remainder when one number is divided by another. And an exponentiation is the double asterisk, raises a number to a specified power. Let's look at some examples. If I have x equals to 10 and y equals to 3, if I want to add them, it'll be x plus y, and then replace that by these numbers will be 10 plus 3, and the result will be 13. Subtraction will be x minus y, which is 10 minus 3, and the result will be 7. Multiplication will be x asterisk y, that means x times y, that'll be 10 times 3, that'll be 30. Division will be x slash y, there'll be 10 divided by 3, and it'll give me a float. This will be the output, which is 3 point and then a whole bunch of 3s, and that will be a float. Integer underscore division, this will be an integer division with the double slash, x, which is 10 up here, so that'll be 10 double slash, which is an integer division, y, which has the number 3 up here, so it'll be 10 double slash 3, and it will give me an integer because this is an integer division based on the description previously. An integer division performs floor division, which divides one number by another and discards the fractional part. So it'll return an integer result. And as you can see here, instead of this float number here, an integer will be the result. Remainder will be x, which is 10, percent y, which is 3 up here. So 10% 3, it'll give me a remainder of 1. It's taking, for example, 10 divided by 3, and what is the remainder? The remainder will be 1. So when we do x percent y, it'll give us the remainder of 1 in our output. Exponentiation, x will have the value of 10, and a double asterisk, y will have the value of 3. So 10 to the third power will give me the result of 1,000. Now, there is an order of precedence in all these calculations. Parentheses, expressions within the parentheses, they're evaluated first. Exponentiation is next. It's evaluated next. The double asterisk operator raises a number to a power. The third order of precedence will be multiplication, division, and floor division. So multiplication, division, and floor division will have the same level of precedence and are evaluated from left to right. The last one will be addition and subtraction. Addition and subtraction also have the same level of precedence and are evaluated from left to right. Now, some of you may note that order of precedence is the same as the order of operations. So the first one is parentheses, then exponentiation, then all the same level, multiplication, division, and floor division, or integer division. And then the last one is addition and subtraction. And these are evaluated from left to right. So let's look at the order of precedence here. If I have result equals to 2 plus 3 times 4, but I have a parenthesis here. And that means 2 plus 3 will be executed first, giving me 5, and then times 4, the result will be 20. Now, if I don't have parentheses here, then we will do 3 times 4, which is 12, plus 2 will be 14. All right, so let's go ahead and go to my interpreter here. And let's delete this for right now. So if I have, for example, num equals to 2, let's give it another example here. And I'll just print num. All right, let me execute this. So it'll give me the result of 14, because the order of precedence will be 3 times 4 will be done first. They'll give me 12 and then plus 2, which will give me 14. Now let's put parentheses around 2 and 3. And let's execute this. So it'll give me the result of 20. And what will happen here is 2 plus 3 will be done first because of the parentheses. And then the result, which is 5, will be multiplied by 4, will give me the result of 20. So that's the order of operations or order of precedence. So in summary, it's important to note that operators with the same level of precedence are evaluated from left to right, following the order in which they appear in the expression. To override the default order of precedence and enforce a specific evaluation order, you can use parentheses. By placing expressions within the parentheses, you can control the order in which operations are performed. By understanding the order of precedence in Python, you can write expressions and equations that yield the desired results by ensuring that the calculations are performed in the correct order. Here's another example of calculations. So let me take you to the interpreter here. And let's get rid of all this. And this is the program that I just showed you. Num1 is assigned the number 5. Num2 is assigned the number of 2.0. So num1 is an integer, num2 is a float. When we multiply the numbers together, 5 times 2.0 plus 2, it will print out the number here. And let's run it. So it will print out 12.0. If we just multiply 5 times 2.0 plus 2, it will print out the number 12.0, which is a float. But if we want to have an integer, we need to typecast it and put int in front of num3. You can see now we have an integer here. So the number 12 without the decimal place is a result of line 5. All right, so if we do this, put parentheses just to demonstrate the order of operations or order of precedence again, and let's run this. So we will get different results because right now num2, 2.0 plus 2, there'll be 4.0, and then multiply by 5 will give us 20.0, which is a float. So line 4 will print the float. And then if we typecast it to an integer, it will just give us an integer here. Let's look at another example. Here I have the variable num underscore of underscore jackets purchased. And I'm asking the user to input the number of jackets purchased. This is line 1. Notice that I typecast it to an integer. So whatever the user input here must be an integer, and Python will know that it's an integer because I typecast it here. If I didn't typecast it here, Python will regard this number as a string. And when Python regards this number as a string, it won't perform line 3. And I'll show you that later. But let's move on to line 2 now. The price of each jacket, I'm asking the user to enter the price of each of the jackets, and I'm converting it to a float. So this will be a decimal place number. Line 3 will just multiply the number of jackets purchased times the price of each jacket. And then line 4 will just print the total cost of the jackets purchased is whatever the total cost is. So let's run this program here. Enter the number of jackets purchased. So let's say I purchased 2 jackets. Press the enter key. The price of each of the jackets will be $50. And when I press the enter key, the total cost of the jackets will be $100. And that's 50 times 2. All right. So it'll give me a float. Now, as I mentioned before, what if I remove the int here? Let's say I remove the int here and then I'll run it. It'll still ask me to enter the number of jackets purchased. So I enter 2 jackets. The price, let's say it's still $50. But when I press the enter key after I type in the $50, it will give me an error because Python is saying, I don't know. This is a number. So Python does not regard the number 2 as a number. It'll regard it as a string, and it'll try to multiply a string by the float, and Python can't do that. So that's why there's an error here. So the error is can't multiply sequence by non-int of type float. So basically this means that Python cannot multiply a string, which is the number 2, because I removed the int here, with a decimal number. But so always remember to typecast to a number so Python can do the multiplication. So 2 jackets times $50, and here Python is able to do the multiplication for me. In summary, by using arithmetic operators in Python, you can perform a wide range of calculations, from basic arithmetic operations to complex mathematical operations. Remember to use parentheses when necessary to control the order of operations and ensure correct results. Thank you for joining us today. Please remember to subscribe to this channel so I can produce more of these videos, and click the like button for more videos about Python. Come back and join us again. Until then, have fun coding.